Yo, aloha mai kako, your boy Big Koa here, and today's guest, very special guest, is not here on the islands for a long time, but she's definitely here for a good time, and we're gonna have a great time. First time in Hawaii, Mystic Marley.
Aloha, Hawai'i.
Yeah, and look at
What's
you.
up?
You got your lay on
I do.
already.
I got the hookup.
You got the hookup.
I'm in the spirit.
Right on. Well, welcome. First time
Thank
to the
you.
islands.
Yes,
Well,
I'm
all
excited.
islands anyway.
Yeah. It was nice. I didn't know Hawaii was so far. Can we start there?
When you get on a plane, it is. Where did you travel from?
I left from Miami.
Okay.
And whatever, 6 hours to LA. Then another 6 to Hawaii. I'm like, yo. I thought it was a few hours from Miami. But yeah, I'm here.
That's what I'd say and deal with every year when I reverse the roles and come out to Jamaica or Miami to come visit you guys.
It's a little mission.
Yeah.
It's worth it though.
It definitely is. I noticed you already caught a sunset last night.
Yes, I did. Are you tuned in on my Insta?
I happened to just pass by it and I was like, oh man, cool. She's checking out a sunset.
They're like, it's the most amazing sunsets. I'm like, all right, let's see. It was nice though.
It was though,
nice.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know, you guys don't get the sunset on that side.
Which side?
On the East Coast, because that's where the sun it rises and it sets on the west.
Koa, don't mix me.
That's too much already, yeah?
Don't mix me. Don't mix me. We got nice sunsets in Jamaica every now and then, and LA sometimes. I don't see the best sunsets in Miami, I guess, but Jamaica has some nice sunsets.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll make sure I go make a check.
Yeah, come on, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
So big things happening. You got a few tracks out, and obviously, let's get to your foundation. Where you from? You obviously Bob Marley is grandfather, right? Your dad is
Stephen.
All right, Stephen
the
Marley.
General.
Wow.
Yeah. And my mama's over there. That's my G, Kershaw.
What's up, Ma?
Shout out to Kersh.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was born in Florida. I grew up pretty much in Florida. We went to Jamaica as in our childhood era enough. And then I moved to LA when I was about 11. And then I started going back to Jamaica when I was 18. Whole kind of I don't know, a weird transitional moment in my life, but I can't stop going back now. That's home for sure. So that's kind of like the geography.
Well, when you live in the States, you're born and raised and you kind of grow up in the States, and then you got that sense of longing to get back to home and tradition.
For sure. I think it's kind of trippy. Like in the States, I'm so Jamaican to them, and then in Jamaica, I'm so American to them. And I'm like, listen to me. I'm like, I'm a Jamaican, okay?
Jeez, we get the same thing with Hawaiians. You know what I mean? You guys are up there, you get them looking like me.
Yo,
bro,
it
you
used
don't look
to
Hawaiian.
really irritate me, though. It's like, yo, white girl. And I'm like, who?
Yeah.
Not me. But, yeah, I love Jamaica. It's very dear to me.
Well, it's good to know that happens everywhere, not just here in Hawaii.
Yeah. Now I'm just like, whatever.
It's regular.
Whatever.
You're like, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Marley. My dad's Steven. You guys just sit there. Take me to Scotchies. Jerk chicken, please. That's awesome. And so when did you decide to start making music? I mean, obviously there must be some type of pressure, I think, being in that kind of Marley family where everybody makes music. And
yeah, I don't think they're like,
you have
no, they probably are like, actually, can you guys do something else? I started singing young, though. I started writing poetry at like 9. I told my mom around 15, I want to take vocal lessons, and she was like, why? And I'm like, because I sing, girl. And she was like, are you sure? So we did that whole thing, and when I started playing guitar, I really fell in love with writing and just making music on, singer-songwriter, sad girl stuff. And then I met Reg a little bit before COVID, who is my amazing manager.
What's up, Reg?
And he introduced me to a bunch of different producers and writers, and that kind of pushed me into different zones, I guess, creatively. And then, we just kind of been building the sound and starting to release. When was that? Energy came out 2 years ago, I think, now. So, I'm amped to just get more music out and do the whole thing.
So yeah, Energy. we're gonna have that in the background over here. But Energy, great tune.
Thank you.
What would you call the sound? Because it's not necessarily like that one drop.
Yeah.
Is it more like a dance hall, more?
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of hip hop influence in the production. Obviously, reggae influence. Sure. But when I'm making music, I don't know. There's not really any rules with me. I really like to explore. I'm a very curious girl as well, so I'll try a lot of things and fail at some of them as well. But Energy came about, we were in Miami doing a writing camp at Circle House, and it was a bunch of us, and there was like 3 rooms going, and everyone's just like creating. And it was one of the songs that stood out that we had started, but amongst like a bunch of other records, you know? So yeah, when we're in the studio creating though, there's no real like, all right, this is what we're doing and it's strictly this. Unless I have to, but I don't like doing that.
Like if it's like a specific project.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
exactly. Then, you know, we have to kind of zone into that. But otherwise, I don't know. I don't like planning the music.
Well, that's what makes an artist, you know? You're going to start with this blank canvas.
Yeah, exactly. And you have to try.
Right.
And you have to be okay with sounding horrible as well, you know?
You ever tried some rock music?
Yes, actually.
That'd be crazy.
Well, rock influence.
Right.
Not like full-on AC/DC, but like, you know. But most things I would say I've tried. Maybe not. I haven't tried country. I probably won't try country. But if it speaks to me, then.
That's big out here, you know.
Is it?
Yeah. So
I heard, actually.
Some years back, I want to think it started here. The country reggae infusion. And it's just because... Like, Hawaii is such a melting pot. There's so many different ethnicities and different cultural backgrounds here. And Hawaiians were always, like, big, you know, cowboys, what we call the Paniolo, which is the Hawaiian cowboy. So we've always been kind of influenced. So if you're listening to the radio and you hear, like, wow, it sounds like a country song, but it sounds like a reggae song, I kind of dub that genre Craigie.
Yeah,
country reggae, you know?
And they have, what is it? Jawai'i? Is that Jawaiian?
Yeah, Jawaiian.
That's the genre, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your grandfather actually got that started out here. I want to think he got all of this started out here, like as far as this whole sound that we have.
Yeah, we were speaking about that a little bit yesterday because I didn't really know. My mom came here a few years ago, and when she came back to LA, oh my gosh, the reggae music, the reggae scene, the Jawai'i scene, and Hawaii. I'm like, girl. Yeah. But then I come and, you know, like I'm eating sushi yesterday and I'm jamming to dancehall.
Yeah.
You couldn't find that in LA, that's for sure.
It's all over the place.
It's so cool though. I love it. I really love it. Yeah.
I like to call our music out here like it's like a mixed plate. So what we call a mixed plate when you go to a plate lunch place. And it has a little bit of infusion from everywhere on there. You know, you can have your sushi, you got your rice, you got your mac salad, you got your chicken. It's like a little bit of everything. So it's like our music, I feel like, kind of takes that hold out here, too.
I would love to come make music out here.
That'd be great. I'd hook you up.
Yeah,
Put you on game with some good producers out here.
Yeah, and some players, some live players.
Absolutely. We can definitely do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll get you performing in here, too.
Yes.
So Energy, that was your debut song, right?
That came out couple years ago now.
You also recently just got a Grammy.
I did.
Yeah?
I did.
And that was for the Bob Marley One Love.
Yes, the soundtrack for the movie.
Inspired by the motion pic.
Yeah.
You did Misty Morning. Mm-hmm. Did you pick that or were like, yo, your name's Mystic, you're going to do Misty Morning?
No, everybody thinks that. I'm like, I did not. That's really why I don't perform Natural Mystic, because I'm like, everyone's going to feel like I'm conceited. And I'm like, it's not.
Yeah.
I did pick it. There was a few options, and I was speaking to my dad about it because he was overseeing, and so we picked Misty. I worked on it with him and Salam, who is obviously a legend, and they made this incredible production, and we kind of were working out the approach on it, and then we did it fairly quickly, and then I flew to Jamaica the next day to do the premiere for the movie. Yeah. But it did win a Grammy.
It did win a Grammy.
I was so confused. Everyone was like, congrats. And I'm like, for what? What did I do? And then I saw the post online and whatever. So it's really cool. I'm honored to be a part of that.
You got to play those off. Like, oh my God, it's just, it's a Grammy.
You know what, though? It is a little bit weird because artists work so long and so hard for those accolades. And for me, I was kind of just like, what? But it is an amazing body of work. And obviously, Bob is the pioneer of reggae.
Sure.
So I think when you see him in that category, people are going to be like, well, what's this or whatever, So I also have the best song on the project. If you haven't checked
Love
it
that.
out, go check it out. But yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool.
You went home and you grabbed that Grammy and you were like looking at it in the mirror like.
I was sleeping, actually, when everyone was texting me. And so I woke up and I'm like, what is everybody talking about? But yeah, it's cool. I'm grateful. Yeah.
That's what, because Uncle Julian, he won Best Reggae Album of the Year, right? I want to think I seen somewhere that he said he was sleeping too. It was like 4
Yeah, it's
o'clock in the morning
early.
or something, right?
I was actually in Jamaica when the Grammys was happening. Like I'm not on the same time zone
Yeah,
even.
yeah.
So, but yeah, like I said, I'm grateful and honored to be a part of it.
That's fantastic, man. Well,
Yeah.
hopefully you get much more Grammys on the shelf.
Yes.
As this career goes on, because
Yes.
you don't plan on changing it, right? Music is what your path. That's what you're gonna do.
Absolutely.
If
Absolutely.
you had to, like, what else would you want to do? Are you you into art, or if you had to pick another job, 9 to 5 somewhere, what do you think it would be? It's like 9 to 5, it's like
Something bad.
9 to 12.
I
maybe.
don't know. Sometimes I think about it and I'm like, I don't know. I really don't. I used to want to be a teacher, like
Okay.
for a very small amount of time, but I don't like school. I used to dance. Maybe I could be like a dance instructor. But I always say, like, our purpose in life is to live first,
Right,
and then we
sure.
find our vessel that kind of feeds our soul or whatever. And music has always been that. Regardless of if I did it or not, it's such a big part of our life. So I don't know. There's no plan B for me, though. Even if I just have to, like, jam here,
Play a bit of
right
guitar
here.
here, there, yeah.
Yeah, like, I'm going to do that.
That's great.
You know? Yeah.
So a new project you got coming out.
Yes.
No set date for it yet.
Don't ask me the dates because they're going to change it again.
Tell us about it. It's called Sugar.
It's called Sugar. So yeah, it's my first single that I'm putting out in a lick of minutes. So I'm excited. It's a little sneaky lover song. We did it in Jamaica recently, actually, with Kristan, big up Kristan, and a bunch of the players that live in Jamaica. We all live music. We were at Tough Gong Studio and just vibing, jamming, whatever. And, you know, I'm a melody girl. So once I start laying melodies and we figure out kind of the storyline of where we're going with the song, then we're
just
in
comes
magic
to-
mode, right? So we got the hook down, and then I just wanted to play around. It's a real life situation, though, you know, flingy flings.
Okay.
So
About someone in particular or no?
of course. It's definitely not imaginary. Yeah, he knows who he is. But yeah, I'm excited for the song to come out. It has a really nice Afro fusion vibe. It's really catchy, and I just can't wait for everyone to hear it and
Awesome.
vibe and dance and post it.
Well, we're gonna go jump in the studio and debut that song
Nice.
on
Let's
air
do it.
out here. So we'll definitely do that.
Let's do it.
I noticed that you're the only lady in all the Marley family that decided to do music. Am I right or wrong, or are there others?
There's others who can sing, and there's others who are very talented.
Pursuing it.
Yeah, well, pursuing it, I think actively pursuing it, I would be the only singer. My sister, Shasta, she's a DJ.
DJ, yeah.
Yeah. And then I have a cousin, Zuri. She's amazing, very outgoing, very, like, a star for sure. And she has a nice voice as well. And then I have some sisters who just have zero interest in singing, but they can sing, you know? But I'm representing for the girlies.
Yo, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Is there any type of pressure, like knowing that, wow, man, I'm the one that's gonna have to take this and lead the charge?
I
on
actually
this?
find it quite thrilling. You know, like, I feel like the mandem are so in there, like, you know, their imagery and their whole
Sure,
thing is
sure.
their thing, which I respect it, and I respect the militants and the responsibility. But I am my own person. And I grew up differently. I grew up with different influences. So I don't really know about the pressure thing. I kind of find it fun to just be like,
Set the bar and let everybody else feel the pressure.
yeah, I think sometimes they're like, relax, which I guess I have to do. But I'm having fun, and I'm finding the balance as well with being, you know, the only girl or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, it's just representing for all of them too, and other Caribbean black girls who can, like, look at me and feel inspired to go against the grain if that's what they feel like doing, and be a little, what's the word? The rascal word? Kalohe.
A little, look, she's learning words already out here, guys. She get her lay, she's learning words, she got her sunset.
Yes.
She's getting keys to the city.
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
You're
yes,
gonna have an
yes.
official One Love Day. Yeah, you're gonna meet the governor while you're out here.
That's tomorrow. And then we have the show on Saturday and Sunday.
That's right. Big show out here for the
Which-
Hawai'i Fest.
Yeah.
By the time you guys are watching it, whenever this interview happens or whenever you watch it, make sure you guys go Google the Hawai'i Fest. 'Cause
It's gonna be
big
good.
things, yeah.
It's gonna be really good. I'm excited for that.
Celebrating Bob Marley's 80th
80th birthday.
Collaboration sets. Julian, Kimani
J
gonna be
Bug.
there. J Bug, yourself.
Millie Mills.
Making her Hawaii debut as well as your first cousin, right? YG Marley.
Yeah.
Making his
He'll be
debut
on
as well.
Sunday, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some
it's gonna be
surprise
epic.
guests.
It's gonna be epic.
This is great. I'm hoping this isn't the first and last time you come out here. I know you're excited.
It is the first. It's not the last.
it's
I
not
will
the
be
last.
back.
So we'll get
Well,
her
you
out
have to
here.
show me the island.
We will.
You have to
We'll
give
show
me
you
the
the ropes.
whole. Yeah.
Give me the whole deal. And you gotta show me the sunset when we go to Jamaica.
I will. That's easy.
Yeah, okay, cool.
That's easy.
Because full disclosure, I must have seen her like 6 years in a row on Jamrock Reggae Cruise, and then we meet in the hall out here. I'm like, nice to officially meet you. And she's like, yeah, we met before. I'm like, okay, my bad. You know, but that's how
I see you
Jamrock
all
is,
the
though.
time. You know, like sometimes the meeting isn't formal, but it's like I know you, you know me, we cool.
That's because like every time I see you, we're in that dining hall too, and it's like you got your
and the
conversation,
cruise. I
and
mean,
I got my thing.
If you know, you know. What
Yeah,
happens
true.
on the cruise stays on the cruise.
Yeah.
So if I see you, if I see you, sometimes you didn't see me. Don't see me.
Especially if it's at 4:30 a.m. on the promenade deck. Just cut me off
listen, the
already.
cruise is
Just
the place
cut
to
me off.
be.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
And this coming year going to be the 10th year anniversary.
Yes.
Obviously, you're going to be there.
I will be there.
Yeah, we'll be there.
I've told Uncle every year, just put me on.
Give me a good room.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Please give me a good
We
room.
want Dad's room. That's the one we want with the jacuzzi on the
Please.
balcony.
Yes.
The good one.
Let's switch. 1 year, just switch.
Just one. Oh man, it was such a pleasure having
Thanks
you,
for having me,
Mystic
Koa.
Marley. Thank you so much for coming out and
course.
making this the hot spot. I'm really excited for your musical career, the
Thank
musical
you.
journey, and glad to be a part of it. And man, let's make music.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's
Let's
do
make
it.
it happen.
Let's do it.
Mystic Marley, ladies and gentlemen, Big Koa's backyard. Appreciate the love. Aloha.
Aloha.
And Aloha.